Yo! Yo, can you hear me? How's everyone? How's it going? Is the music too loud? I feel like I'm not talking. It doesn't look like I'm talking loud enough compared to the music. I need to turn the music down. Here you go the other way. What? I'm gonna destroy my setup. Yo, how's it going? Draken Sparrow, Sarah, Manga Cat, Brick. How's it going? Manga Cat, did you start what did you pick up recently? You picked up Blood on the Tracks. Did you read it? Did you read some of it? I recently read it myself. Volume 14. I am very disturbed, and I think I'm gonna seek therapy. To be honest. Circle! What's happening? What's happening is we've got a few things. I got a quick. Oh, let me quickly. Sorry, I need to leave again. This isn't a great setup. I need to. What's my mouse? Mouse. Quickly. Oh, there we go. Add. Up. Born, dude. How's it going? Yes, I'm getting rid of Room for Comics. That's what I'm doing. Yes, the answer. All the manga's going. I'm bored of it now. So today I am gonna do a quick unhaul. A bunch of stuff that I'm gonna unhaul. I recently uploaded my collection video, so I feel like now is a good time to like compress a lot of it. I just really want to get rid of all the guff, all the stuff that I've been reading and not really enjoying all that much, you know, and use that money to invest in something that's a little bit more interesting. Things like Vinland Saga, I always don't pick up because they're not overly expensive, but I don't know. There's things like I want to pick up Berserk, but I just don't pick it up because they're too expensive and I want the hardbacks. But then I'm picking silly things up that I don't know that I'm probably not going to read like in a year's time. You know? You've read the first three. The first three, oh my god, were intense. Really intense. Unhauls are more interesting. Yeah, I guess it depends on the reason why you're unhauling as well, right? Yes, invest in Berserk. Yeah, if I get rid of all these, it'll probably pay for like I don't know 4 volumes. I can't imagine I'll make a lot of money from all these. There's a few of other things like down here that you can't see. So I want to do a quick manga haul. Then we're going to do marbles. I owe you 2 marble streams this week. Then maybe you guess right, there might be a manga haul. Who knows? And then what else am I doing? Oh yeah, I've got a little quiz I want to do at the end. So there's a really big stream. It's not going to be super long, but hopefully by the time I get through all this, everything else will be pretty quick. All right. Sazzle, how's it going? You know, you don't have to say hello brackets from Sazzle close brackets every single time. We know who you are, or I know who you are at least. Most important thing, right? The prologue may have been misleading. You think? Um, yeah, it's hard to say too much without like spoiling a lot of it when it comes to Shuzo Oshimi. All I'll say is that when you read, I've read a few of his works, and when you read his works, you never truly know where it's gonna go. You know, you think one thing, and it doesn't even go the other way. It goes somewhere completely different. But I enjoy Blood on the Tracks, and I'm looking forward to the last 2 volumes. Is it 2 volumes? No, or is it? Did you say 17 volumes there are? I can't count. Three more. Do that, boss. I'm not the boss. I'm not the boss of anybody. Not at all. Nobody calls me boss. I call nobody boss. We're all equal here. You know? You guys come here for whatever it is you feel like you're getting from me, and I like to feel like you know, giving you what you need. Unfolding Fruits Basket. Well, we'll see. All right, I'm gonna quickly start off with Dragon Ball. Wait, what is going on? You guys see that? That's weird. Let me change my got some weird 3D glitch going on. How do I and this filter? What? I got some like invisibility filter. Probably why you guys couldn't see me at first. It's really annoying. I'll take a picture and then I'll post in the Discord later. So you won't be happy? Who cares? I stopped halfway, you know. I I did what I could, you know. I'm not interested. I don't think she's here today. I'm all home alone, so that's good. I'm chilling, so I figured shuffle all my books because I was bored and nothing else to do. But there we go. It's all gone. First volume, Dragon Ball. I generally don't think it's aged very well, to be honest. I think Goku as a character is just poorly written. All he does is think about fighting, and that's really exciting at first. But I think after like 5, 6 volumes, once they start off just doing the Dragon Ball quest, which is quite interesting, and then it becomes more like about the fights. I'm not really interested in the fights, and he's just like, I don't know. There's not a lot to him other than I just want to fight. I want to get better. And the power scaling is ridiculous. I know it came out back in the 80s. It's like the original show, what we call class as action shonen now. I think the power scaling is just ridiculous. He gets trained by Master Roshi, who gets superseded by Karin the cat, and then it's Popo, and then it's like, then he's being trained by gods, and then it's gods of gods, then it's gods of universes, and it just gets ridiculous. And spoilers, people die and they use the Dragon Balls to wish people back. It's like there's no repercussion. I'm getting rid of it. I read it last year and I'm pretty bored, to be honest, and I don't think I'll ever read it again. Maybe one day. But today is not that day. That's 16 volumes of Dragon Ball I'm getting rid of, as well as 26 volumes of Dragon Ball Z. Exactly the same reason. I've said it before, I think Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are 2 completely different series with the same characters. This one is just the same arc told 4 times. The first arc, the Saiyan arc, is different. And then the Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu arc are all the same. Just with different villains. That's my hot take. And it's boring. One plus side is that the fighting is good, but then, I'm reading One Piece. Yeah. You haven't revisited Dragon Ball since your preteen? And honestly, if you read it, you might enjoy the first few volumes, and then it gets very boring very, very quickly. Dragon Ball, more like Dragon Ball. Exactly. That's 26 or 27 volumes of Dragon Ball in the drain. One of my favourite characters in Dragon Ball was probably Piccolo. And he got like power crept really quickly. Eventually, he just wasn't in it anymore. That kind of sucks. And we call him Teen Gohan because of the anime, but he's not Teen Gohan because he's actually 9 when he fights against Cell. Most people don't realize that. He was also my favorite character, and then they kind of I don't know what they did with him after the time skip. How do I plan to sell them? That's a question for another day, I think. I haven't thought that far ahead. I kind of rushed to get all these up. So yeah, pretty much it. Think of all the wonderful shelving space. Exactly. I've got this nice shelf here. I moved my shelf. I did have like the double shelf. It was like a shelf and another shelf, and they became an L. And one of the shelves, I got rid of like the side panel, so they became seamless, like one big long shelf. But I've gone back to like a single shelf. I'm gonna use this for now. Then yeah, just make some more space. Mickey, dude, how's it going? It's okay once you have loved a series or have nostalgia, but realize it's not for you. Yeah, I don't think it's for me anymore. I think I'm past it. I think its initial impact has given birth to so many great series now, like My Hero, One Piece, Naruto. Maybe they're not as great to everybody, but I think they supersede Dragon Ball completely. Boss, dude. And unfortunately, because I'm getting rid of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, that means Super comes along with it. Now, I did originally watch Dragon Ball Super, 190 episodes or whatever it was. It was super long. And then reading the series was just such an effort, to be honest. I think it's like the first 8 or 9 volumes. Yeah, the first 9 volumes basically recapped everything that I'd already watched, and it was so boring and tedious. Not a lot happens. Like 4 arcs are in this, so it's over super, super quickly. It's not great. They milked it like Boruto. Exactly. You know, they did the 2 movies. They realized that there's so much, you know, request for it to come back. They decided to bring it back, and I don't think it's delivered, to be honest. What I will say, and I've said it before, I do and have I have enjoyed like the last first like proper arc that's new to me. And it was like 6 or 7 volumes. That was really good, but I don't know if I'm gonna want to invest any more time into Dragon Ball Super. I think I've seen my characters die multiple times, come back to life. I don't think I want to continue seeing that. There's no repercussions if they die. They will just come back, and the bad guys always lose anyway. No. I just feel like I need more. After reading series like Vinland Saga, maybe I'm just going to read Seinen the whole time. You know, Dorohedoro, Berserk, you know, Monster. I'll just pick up stuff like that. Yeah, all of Dragon Ball, completely going. None of it anymore. And then the next I have is 2 volumes of Legend of Zelda. The only reason why I'm getting rid of these is because I have the omnibuses. Nothing big out here. Are you saying you've matured? Maybe. Maybe it's the fact that I have a beard now. I'm getting old and my knees hurt. You know, I can't relate to the kids anymore. They move too quick for me. I need some more realism in my fiction. Hop it, dude, how's it going? I don't know how YouTube works, to be honest. I don't know why people do and some people don't get notifications. So, beats me. Sometimes, over time, tastes change and sometimes enjoy stuff but not enough to keep them. Yeah, I agree. Dragon Ball is definitely it. There's a few other series that I've got in here that are the same. I just reread them. I'm just like, oh, I have to. One of them's not here. It's actually, I've lent it to a friend. It's Bakuman. Read it a few times, and yeah, it just doesn't hit the same for me. So I'll probably get rid of that as well. The next one I have, My Family. I fell into the hype for this one really early. The anime was just coming out. It got announced, I think, in the August of 2020 or 2021. And I struggled to pick up the first like 3 volumes. Volume 1 and 2 from like December, January time were non-existent. I picked this up. I managed to get the whole series. And you know what? I think it's just too wordy. You know? It's just not for me. Too many words. Initially, it was really interesting. But you know what it is? I'm not a big fan of like Anya. I'm sorry, Hopip. I know you've got the bigger, but I just don't think I can keep this one anymore. It's too slice of lifey, and I'm just not really enjoying it. You know, they try to add new characters. They added that blonde character. Is it the blonde character? Who is she? I can find. Oh, I hate this dude. The son, the target's son. What's his name? Oh, it literally just says at the back target's son. I don't know who's this guy. I can't stand him. You're on volume 6? Yeah. So when they introduced this character, which is really a spoiler, I won't say it. I just wasn't a big fan of her dynamic with the three, with Anya, Lloyd, and what's the woman's name? Her name, the assassin. Someone give me a name. Damien. Yeah, I didn't like Damien. You know, these are like little kids. What are they, like 6 years old? How are they falling in love at 6 years old? How is your heart gonna go doki doki over a six when you're 6 years old? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I enjoyed the first like 3, 4 volumes, and then it was just too wordy. It just went on for too long. I just feel like it's gonna drag. You know, Anya's not intelligent at all. I don't know how she's gonna get all those thunder stars to then, you know, give herself enough prestige so that she can weed herself into getting into the target. I don't get it. And Lloyd's like doing side missions every other chapter as well. Like don't contribute to the main, you know, storyline. I'm being sassy. I'm not being sassy. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I've read it a couple of times to be honest. And the second time I picked it up, I thought to myself, man, I'm bored. I don't think I'm going to continue this one. The brother of yours creeps me out. Yeah, he's a bit of a weirdo as well. All the new characters. But the girl, I mentioned this one, and the guy that she like comes like pairs with, he's a bit weird as well. Main plot isn't important. Yeah, I was interested in the main plot, and now it's like switched to like comedy slice of life. I was like, I wasn't ready for that. Kind of like Marshall, how like it was like comedy with a little bit of action, and now it's mainly action. I'm not interested in the action. I was there for the comedy. You know, sometimes that works out. They did it with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was supposed to be like just a gag manga, you know, and then it went full Dragon Ball Z. You know how that goes. And for this time, it was great, but you know, there's so much more of it now out there. I'll be asked. Not for me, man. Am I getting rid of my manga? Yes, I'm getting rid of some of it. Not all of it, just some of it. I'm just gonna do a few more. Next one is I don't know if it's controversial because I think the anime I don't think helped it. I think with the anime coming out, more people dislike it now than they like it. But it's Promised Neverland. What's going on? I had dog screaming outside. I had to shut the bathroom door. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, this pile of garbage. The first 4 volumes, great, absolutely great. Loved it. Loved every second of it. After that, it kind of went downhill a little bit. You know, I feel like I can't. You know, they escape from the house that they're living in, and I feel like they kind of it goes downhill for a little bit. It has a great middle. The peak is really high. Goldie Pond, fantastic, but the end drops back down. Out of the 20 volumes that I have, I think like 5 of them are good. That's not good. You know, a 25% like 10 out of 10, and then everything else is like 4 out of 10. I'm not really feeling it. The Great with a Bowl Hat? You think? I don't think so. You're avoiding it because of a lot you've heard about it. Yeah, I think read it on the Shonen Jump app. Read it for free. Don't invest in it. They're doing the box set soon as well, so maybe the singles will start coming down in price. But I wouldn't invest in this. Read the first four. Read the first. Tell you exactly how many. I think it's literally read the first four volumes and then like 2 chapters after that into volume 5 and then end there. That's it. Watch The Great Escape and just imagine what's going to happen next. You're going to have a much better time, if you ask me. That's 20 volumes of Promised Neverland that I will not be keeping. And I will not be replacing them with the box set for sure. He's done with Shonen, as it looks like, to be honest. You know what it is? Berserk, man. I need Berserk, and I'm focused on it. I reread Guy Dark recently, read Vinland Saga for the first time. I'm just like, where have they been all my life? Why has seinen not been the meat to my main meal, you know? Berserk will change my life. I feel like Vinland Saga changed my life, so if Berserk's going to do anything, we'll just enhance it, to be honest. But these guys are just tainting everything. Tainting? Is that the word I'm looking for? Tainting? Tarnishing my love for manga, you know? Need more Josei? You know what? Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you what I have. I have Pink. I have Waterkoi. Wet and Soap. What else do I have? Something's Wrong with Us. As well, to be honest. Ugh. Personally, seinen over shonen. Hey Sam, I'm with you on that one. Bad seinen is worse than bad shonen. Give me an example, Born. Just so I can like read it. Get Wave, Listen to Me. Best slice of life out there. Is it Josei or seinen? Great type of seinen? Well, moving on. You know, I'm not the manga police. I don't know these kind of things. Next one. I feel like I hyped this one up a lot. I've spoken about it a lot. I also recommended this one to Archangel, who won't be in chat because he is currently in France. It's Witch Hat Atelier. Now, I fell in love with the idea of magic with everyone. I grew up with Harry Potter, like many people. You know, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, they were my thing. But you know what? After reading the first 3 volumes, which were really great, I think they were really well. The world building was really great. The concept of the way that they cast magic, fantastic. Absolutely love it. But you know what it is? I don't like the pacing of it. I feel like I've just read volume 10, like last month. I feel like nothing has really happened since volume 5. They had this little test that they had to do. Was it volume 5? I think it was volume 5. They had a little test, and after that, it's just been a load of guff. More world building, but no, not world building, more character development. And it's just boring. I mentioned before, one of the key aspects about this is that sometimes you read an anime, read a manga, and it has, little girls are the star of the show. And these girls aren't sexualized, and that's great. But you know what? They're boring as hell. I can't anymore. And now you're gonna hire Hitman. So, look, if there's any light from this, I'm giving these away. I'm selling most of these, but you know what? If people are interested, I may get rid of some. I may give some away. Maybe. Not yet. I haven't decided. Agree to disagree? The art's fantastic. I'll give you that. The art's great. Literally order volume. Hey, keep it, man. Top 2 seinen recommendations: Vagabond and 20th Century Boys. I'll stick it on the list. I'm still salty that I used to go to my local comic book store, Forbidden Planet, and see 20th Century Boys, and I always just think that's been there for years, and I'm never going to pick it up because it's always there, and they all had dust on it. Come COVID gone. Singles gone completely, and it's hard to get the omnibuses. Excited for the next volume? You know what? I'm happy for you, Sarah. You know what? If if you guys enjoy Witch Hat, that's great. You know, I'm gonna come to you with every new volume, and you tell me how the story progresses, because I'd still be interested to know what happens. I just don't think I want to keep this anymore. That's 10 volumes I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm missing volume 8 though. I don't know how I read 8. I think I must have read it online. I think I showed off the next one. Similar to Spy Family, I got onto the hype of my dress up darling. Now the anime had started to come out for this one, so I started to pick up these. Luckily, I saw the TV for it, and I picked this up like 6 months before the first episode dropped. So I was like 3 volumes deep. And it started off ecchi, and it was like I could look past it. And then I really started to get into Gojo with all these, sewing and his, attention to detail. And then I don't know, nothing's happening. I'm not really interested. Their relationship isn't really progressing. I mean, they're becoming great friends, which I guess is like the foundation of any relationship, really. Yeah, I'm just not into the cosplay stuff, and I don't want to see her boobs all the time and her skin. I'm not interested. You dropped My Dress Up Darling after Volume 1? Hey, hats off to you. You saved a lot of money. I'm here 8 volumes deep. Fan service puts you off? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious at times. I'm not a fan. And it's romance, but if I want a romance without the etchiness, I'm a grown man, I'm going to be hitting retirement age soon. I'm not really perving over like underage girls. I want a nice romance. I'll read I'm looking over there like I've got manga over there. I'll read shoujo or something, Or read something cutesy. Yeah, this, not for me. You're tempted to drop Undead Unluck. What volume are you on? Because depending on where you are, I feel like it completely changes like after like volume 6 or 7, 8. I can't remember which one. And also the first 2, it doesn't really have a direction. It's just I can't even put I can't even tell you what it's about. It completely changed. Volume 2, yeah. So the first like 2 or 3, it doesn't really have a direction. By end of volume 3, 4 onwards, it has a solid direction. You see where it's going. You see the goals and the ambitions for the characters, and then it changes again. So I think volume 8 on. What did you miss? Right. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Draken, Darken, or are you just like Nocturnal? Dr. Knight. I see you in the Discord all the time. I was like, I don't know how to say the name. I recognize the profile pitch all the time, but I never know. Drink? Ah, makes sense. Like T-Pain. Buy you a drink. You've missed nothing. These are all the manga that I'm unhauling currently. It is Dragon Ball, all of Dragon Ball, Spy Family, and Promised Neverland, and My Dress Up Darling. That is what I'm unhauling right now. Oh, and Witch Hat Atelier, which people aren't very happy about. Ooh. Luckily, Caitlin's not here, because I feel like you guys are kind of, being okay with it all. You're agreeing to disagree, which is great. That's fine. I feel like Caitlin would throw abuse at me and potatoes. And next, what I'm getting rid of, Tokyo Revengers. Sarah, I'm so sorry. I know you love this series, and I know you recommended me to get volumes 5 and 6, and I did pick it up. But I think I'm out. I'm tapping out. I enjoyed the anime. It ended on a great cliffhanger. I've read it. Unsub? Never? Oh my god. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure you love it. I just don't know if I could watch him go back in time like a millionth time. How many times? Just let bygones be bygones. Just let it happen. Let it rest. it just wasn't meant to be, you know? Mikey would like a word. No, thank you. And I know Mikey's like yay high, but I'm pretty sure he'd, sucker punch me in the gut and I just throw up all over his beautiful hair. Yeah, I don't think I can continue this one. I just don't like the fact that it keeps going back and forth, and nothing really progressing. Maybe it gets better much later on, but I think it finished on like the volume 30 something, right? 29, 30, 31, 32. Am I going to be picking this up for like 15 volumes? I don't know if I can do that, you know? Yeah, I'm done with shonen. I'm done with high school romances. I'm done with middle school age ball. I just can't do it anymore. I would recommend giving like the first omnibus a go, volumes 1 and 2. And then if you feel like you can watch him go back in time and make no progress for the foreseeable future, then yeah, you're in for a good ride. It's got loads of characters as well, to be fair. A lot of them got Japanese names. I don't remember all of them. I remember Dragon. That's it. Mikey? Who's the main guy? I don't remember his name. Takemichi? Is that his name? Oh no, man. I'm missing volumes 5 and 6. It's gotta be. The next one, someone called it in chat. It is Buruba. Fruits Basket, the omnibus. I started reading this with Dragon Ball Zoe because she did it for, I think it was April, which is her birthday month. It is her most favourite series of all time. And she got a bunch of people on Instagram to buddy read it. I was in it with everyone. Everyone was having a great time. I read it. I don't know when it first came out, but the art is atrocious. I'm not connecting to any of the characters. They've all got depressing backstories, and I cannot relate to any single one of them. I don't really want to go into detail about some of them, but the depression and the anxiety and just how sad they are doesn't mean anything. You get introduced to them sad. None of them are happy, and then you get to build a bond with them. Oh, these are nice, happy people. You're supposed to go in and you connect to the character because they are sad. And then, okay, I understand this person. All right, this person comes in. They are also sad. Oh, this person over here. Bring him over here. This is the fourth person. He's also sad. You know, they've all got slightly different sad stories, and I'm just sick of it. You know, I'm 14 volumes deep. That's like 7 omnibuses, and I just can't do it anymore. You just feel sad right now? I'm sorry. Some part of me thinks he's pulling that. I'm not. I'm really not. These will be going 100%. I can guarantee you that. Look, I've been streaming for quite a while, over a year now, year and a half, I think, and a lot of this that I put on is a facade. It's all fake. It's all choreographed. You know, I've got scripts for so many different scenarios. Hand on my heart, I am not chatting rubbish about any of these. I'm getting rid of every single one of these volumes. Guarantee. I need to make room for Berserk. Sparrow, please. Scripts? Yeah. I've got like scripts for like, I don't know if anyone remembers last year. I think it was like shortly after I joined the Discord in 2021, the Dudettes Discord. I wrote a script that if Caitlin, Geeky, and Himika ever came into my stream at the same time, I had a script ready to read with a soundtrack and everything, which I did. That happened one time for the one. And I quickly, as soon as I saw all their names, I quickly searched, got my notes out, and I read the script and I played the music and I did the thing and I shouted out their Discord. Almost everything that I do is fake on him. Or is it? Who knows? You never know. Maybe this is fake. Anyways, Fruits Basket, I've got a lot of volumes. I'm not even going to lie. I read most of this online. So these are basically brand new. I went to Geeky's Forbidden Planet, 3 for 2 on these. These are like nearly 20. These were like 16, 17 pound. 3 for 2, so slightly cheaper, but yeah, so these are basically brand new. So I've not read them. Before you watched, that's okay, dude. £15 each. It's not That doesn't sound like a lot of saving, does it? It's gonna be funny if you end up not liking Berserk. Damn, yeah, it will, to be fair. It would be, considering they are super expensive. Jojo and Shonen getting heated. Yeah, I think maybe I'm a seinen guy. I'm HVL peeled. I can't. I'm just gonna be like her, just seinen all day, every day. That's it. Maybe a little bit of shoujo. That's good. I don't know. Have I got Dorohedoro? I think I have all of it, but like 3 volumes. Like volume 13, 20. What's the 13? The last one, and I think it's like 19 or 20. I think I need 2 teens and the last volume. Read what you love. Hey, I'm reading everything, and if I love it, I'm gonna continue reading it. And if not, it's just gonna get there. You know. The next one, luckily, some of these are just volume ones. So I read them, I enjoyed them. I read some of them online. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to continue. The next one is In the Clear Moonlit Dusk. This is a nice shoujo. It's high school. The girl is like mannish. A lot of the female classmates find her very attractive, and they see her as like a prince because she's a man. And then she gets seen by an actual dude, and it makes her feel things that she's never felt before. And it's quite cutesy, but yeah, I've read so much shoujo this year. I just feel like it's all blended into one. I'm seeing the same tropes over and over again, you know. And because it's like such, all of it's embedded in Japanese culture where they don't really communicate very well a lot of the time. They keep their feelings to themselves. You know, they never want to inconvenience people. And yeah, I don't think I want to continue this one anymore. The half of what you own. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I think, yeah, I think if anyone raves about it, I was never, you know, I've always been in a fortunate position where I've got enough money that I can just go and buy the things that I want. Weeb Dad says it a lot. He says he doesn't try and look for deals. If he wants something, he'll just buy it. And I've always been a similar mindset. If I want something, or someone says something's good, I'll just buy it. But you know what? Read it online. And if you don't like the first 10 to 20 chapters, not for you. Another one bites the dust. Spoilers. These are quite big. Most of these are like 3, 4 series pages. Pages books. There is not a lot here. Guarantee you that. Next is Yakuza Family. Yakuza Family. Yakuza Fiance. I didn't really enjoy this one. I don't know if this is seinen or josei. It's kind of romance. He's a yakuza. She wants to like lick up to him. I don't know why. Yeah, I can't really explain it. The fact that I can't remember means it wasn't good, right? Surely. Something wrong with us? There is definitely something wrong with them. It's too much drama for me. There's a lot of characters I don't like. This is one that you definitely can't really talk about too much because it does spoil. There's so many plot twists in the first volume, it's ridiculous. It's about this woman who makes wagashi, which is like Japanese, traditional Japanese sweets, with like bean paste inside and everything. And she infiltrates a notorious company because there's something that happened to her mother, and she wants to find out what happened to her mother whilst she was working for this company. And yeah, it's kind of mystery. There's a lot of drama that happens in it, and a little bit of romance. Again, I can't really go too much detail because I feel like it does spoil it a lot. But it was way over my head, way over my head. You was disappointed with Yakuza Fiance. How many volumes did you read? Gary's Curse, that was his previous work. Gary's Curse? Or do you mean Haru's Curse? Because I feel like Haru's Curse has a very, very similar art style. It may have been word correct. I have to watch out for that, Gary. Yeah, damn you, Gary. Have I read Full Metal Alchemist? Yes, I have read Full Metal Alchemist. And spoilers, it might be on the... Whoa! Gonna head out. Sam, take care. Thanks for chilling, and I'll see you next time. Red 2 was too many. Next one I mentioned earlier, Sweat and Soap. Someone said is a seinen. It is not josei. I read the first two volumes. It was very nice. They were in a work environment, so they're older, so a little bit younger than me, but it's still I could understand like the pressures of work and everything, the romance, and it's quite hot and spicy. The first two volumes, and then I read like three, four, and five online, and there was none of that. And also Caitlin, blame Caitlin. She said that it's dull between like volumes like 3 and like 10, and then it was rushed at the end. So overall, I'm not keen to pick up the rest of it. I thought it was quite funny. She sweats a lot. He makes fragrance soap, and he wants to make fragrance soap. He gets inspiration by smelling her, so he just pulls her into random rooms and everything, starts sniffing her. Then things get sexual. It's super sexually charged. Super sexually charged. But yeah, I feel like they get into a relationship quite early, which is great. They communicate a lot, and then suddenly there's just like not that lust there anymore. It just kind of becomes mundane romance, and if I want that, I'll just read a shoujo. There are some good shoujos that I'm gonna keep, but yeah. Speaking of shoujos that I'm gonna keep, I'm not going to be keeping Maid Summer. Maybe I'm reading this at the wrong time. I'm reading this after work, and you know what? I'm just falling asleep. I'm falling asleep. I can't keep my eyes open. It's super wordy. Way wordier than I thought it was. I remember watching the anime like 20 years ago, whenever it came out. It feels like 20 years ago. I was young. I had a full head of hair. That's been gone for at least like 20. Yeah, super wordy. I just couldn't get into it. When you're reading something and you're like, what have I just read? I can't remember the last 3 pages. Who's this character that's just been introduced? Another sacrifice for Berserk. Exactly. That's what we need. We're about to start a Maid Summer buddy read. Alright, maybe... You know what? I'm still going to get rid of these. But you know what? Maybe I'll read online. Catch up with you guys. Maybe. But the exact same about Sweat and Soap? Yeah. And you know what? You're not wrong in how you feel. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 volumes, which is a shame because, again, I got these quite recently from Geeky. I say recently, it was March. March 10th, actually. Sunday. Is it Sunday? No, I think it was Saturday. I can't remember. Either way, I haven't read these. I read most of these online. So these are basically brand new, just like Fruits Basket. A shame. And the next one I'm doing is another shoujo. This is Imakoi, Little Sweet Romance. She's cute, I guess. She's a bit naive. I'm not a big fan of her. He's kind of, you know what? I can't even remember. I feel like if I'm not, most of the shoujo that I'm getting rid of, I look to them for, if I can't remember their character traits, because I'm terrible with names, if I can't remember their character traits, then I'm dropping it. I'm not interested. And the fact that I can't describe what's actually happening, other than, oh, it's a high school shoujo, that just shows that I didn't enjoy it, right? Yeah, that's fine. You like it? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, Sarah, I'm so glad that I have your, agreement to get rid of these. Thank you so much. That's much appreciated. Next one is volume 2 of A Condition Called Love, because I'd already given volume 1 away, and this one came in the post. And yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of it. I got rid of volume 1, not knowing that I had volume 2 already on the way. I've tried to defend the main guy. Everyone says like he's a bit pervy, a bit too intense. But I liked him. I like him. He's pretty cool. I liked him when he had more hair though. But she's just like too. Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't think I'd ever fall in love. Like you're 16. Surely, you've got the rest of your life in front of you. You would not be thinking to yourself, oh, I didn't think I'd ever fall in love, because surely you would want to fall in love, maybe. If fair enough, if she'd been in a relationship, I thought, oh, I didn't think I'd ever fall in love again. That would make sense. But the idea that she will never fall in love, that's your first thought when you become a teenager, strange to me. Next is Shonen. Frieren. Volumes 1 to 6 or 8, I think I have. I just don't think I can continue. It's a bit too slice of lifey for me. I don't think I'm. I thought I was into slice of life, but clearly it's not for me because I read it and I loved it. I praised it. Volumes 1, 2, 3, and then it got to the training arc, and then I'm just like, no, I'm dropping it now. I'm not interested. The art is fantastic. How is it slice of life? It just feels like it. There's no action. Even the action sequences. There's a scene where, no spoilers, they meet this like demon like group, and there's no real fight scenes. Fight scenes happen like one slice, dead, monster gone. You know, come in, show my power, overpower the demon off screen, off page even, and that's it. And then they continue on their slice of life. You know, they cook, they clean, they go in the different towns. Kind of like a slow world builder, you know? That's because she's a boss. Frieren is a boss. Maybe I can't relate to a 1,000-year-old elf, you know, who's seen her comrades die and has no empathy towards them. I think that's another thing. I don't feel like she empathizes with anyone. And at this point, I feel like she should be. Not. You can get past volume 1. Well, you're not missing out anything. Next is My Love Mix-Up. It's a sweet little BL. Say BL. It's down as a shoujo because it's shoujo beat. It's a little boy's love and it's very cute. It's very comedic. But I recently reread it and I don't think it is as good as some of the other shoujo that I have in my collection. Aki is probably the only redeeming character in this series, in my opinion. His facial expressions is what make it for me, but I don't think I can continue. And it's too slow. Like nothing's happening. You know, what am I? I think I'm on volume 6, and they've held hands. Spoilers. That's it. Telling me you like someone, and all you can do is hold hands. Maybe I'm just done with shoujo. What series is it? It's called My Love Mix-Up. The next one I have is Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. I recently found out they are currently doing volume 20 in Japan, which is ridiculous because there are 7 mysteries of the school. How are there 20 volumes when I'm pretty sure the anime covered like 5 of them? And the anime was like 24 episodes, was it? Or 12? If it was 12 episodes, that's even worse because that's only like 4 volumes. I haven't actually read it. I'm just getting rid of it because it's still continuing and I just don't want to see where it goes next. I can't be asked anymore. DB is used to that on or off level of excitement. I haven't read on or off yet. Volume 3 should be on its way soon. Thank you very much for letting me know where to get it. Got it for a good price. Yeah, I just don't think I can continue Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. I say continue. I don't think I can start Toilet Bound Hanako-kun because I'm not a big fan of like series that have a goal and then when they reach that goal they then say, all right, here's the new thing we're doing. You know, I get enough of that with things like Dragon Ball, which I am getting rid of. You know, they did it with things like Jujutsu Kaisen. They continue the story, I feel like, a lot longer than they needed to. Martial, similar thing, and I feel like it just tarnishes the legacy that the series could have. If it's on volume 20, oh, thank you. So I'll get rid of volumes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You drop Rent a Girlfriend for Toilet Bound Hanako-kun? Well, to be fair, that's gone on super long. I have no idea how he's getting renting that many girlfriends. Does he have a job? I can't remember if he has a job or not. The anime for Hanako-kun skipped some of that anime content. I stand by what I said. I think I'm getting rid of it. Now this one I'm getting rid of for the Mr. Krabs meme. Money. Volume 1, 2, and 3 of QQ Sweeper. Now I have enjoyed this. I have sung its praise, but I don't think I want to continue it I don't really like, is it Fumi? I don't really like the main lead. She's not really interesting enough for me. I don't care for her. She's too whiny. It's just not for me, you know. And a lot of the volumes for QQ Sweeper and Queen's Quality are quite hard to come by. So I think I'm just gonna eat it out, take the money, and I'm good to go. You can't really find. Some people do find these for dirt cheap. I'm gonna do a Prom G and sell this to the highest bidder. I'm not giving anyone any favors. And the same with Queen's Quality. I don't have it here. It's somewhere over there. I couldn't be bothered. And then next is Komi Can't Communicate. Archangel has said many times that if it's 24 volumes deep and she still can't communicate and she's struggling to do so, then I think we're at a loss, you know? I don't think I'll want to know how many friends she can make. She wants to make 100 friends. I'm at volume 4 and she's got like 6. There's 24 episodes, 24 volumes, and she's like 60 friends in. No thanks. It's cute, it's cool, but you know, once you read one volume, you've read them all, in my opinion. You drop Homie, feeling the same for Cod? Hey, Cardinal, hop it. You're a real one. Next is Love Hina. Now I picked this earlier in the year because of a manga contest. I had to pick up one series and one complete series, and I decided to pick on this because it was super cheap. Now, I read 2 volumes. I read this. It's a harem shonen, right? Romance harem. And I read this off the back of watching the Queen's Quality, the quintessential quintuplets movie, and Nisekoi. In comparison, this is super old. This came out like early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. In comparison, I don't think it's well paced. Main character is terrible, and each girl doesn't have a single brain cell. And I can't stand any of them. Got 2 volumes deep, I'm not interested. So I'm out. Eat Love Hina? Definitely. I'm down. It's gone. I'm gonna sneeze. And this is probably going to be the worst one, I think. And it's the last one that I'm doing. I'm kind of getting sad that I've decided to make the decision because I've dealt with this for so long. But it's One Piece. Not to say that it's too long, but I think I'm not interested in the majority of the series. I'm more interested in the arcs, the ending of the arc, you know? When they finish beating the bad guy, that's what I'm interested in. I don't want to know that Luffy's going to be... I know Luffy's going to be the bad guy. I just feel like the whole island that they land on is just pointless. Because they get there, they learn about the island, they fall in love with the island. Island's being, you know, taken over by some sort of bad guy. Luffy's going to beat the bad guy. He's got loads of minions, and you can pinpoint who's going to, you know, Nami's going to fight the girl, Rom's going to fight the other girl, Zoro's going to fight like the second in command or the sword guy. Hey.
What are you doing with my book?
I was just like doing a little manga collection tour. Jojo's over there in the corner. Is that right?
Is that my parcel?
Yeah, I was gonna open it on stream because the guys did a poll and yeah, it says yes, and I'm just
okay.
Gonna yeah. Can I open it?
Yes, you.
So today we're going to do a quick unboxing and we have drink the On or Off Volume 3, which is Love You. Snow White, Volume 3, 4, and then one that I've been looking for a long time. Is Kingdom Hearts, Volume Kingdom Hearts 3, Volume 2. Simple and clean is the way that you're making. Alright. I think I'm gonna end it there for now. There's a few other volumes that I'm gonna get rid of other things. One Piece is one of them. And yeah, I think we're gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't really feel like I'm in a position now to do the marble stream, but maybe next week. Maybe next week, marble stream and do some other good stuff. You guys won the poll. It was all right. Congratulations. And I'll see you all next time. Watching, guys. Yeah, I'll see you soon. How are we gonna sell all these?
You should just give away.
People. Not all of them. Things like you sweeper. I feel like it's worth money. Volume one and it's quite a lot.
I don't like doing that.
What do you want to do? Just give it all 3 for 2. What do you want to do? Give it for like £15 for 3 volumes.
We could just give it to someone who wants it.
What do you mean give it to someone? I spent a lot on... To be fair, there's pretty much all of these books that here are yours. Not mine.
See if anyone.
Am I still live? No, no way.